Hello, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. We've made it to Grancel. Grancel, the capital. And our current mission... What was our current mission? I just drew a blank suddenly. I knew it. I had a plan, and then it just... Okay. Let's go to the castle. Right, we're going to the castle. Right, we're going everywhere but the castle. Okay, we have a plan. Let's check out all the other districts first. This west block was where the arena was, I believe. Ooh, camera angles, man. Hard to get a good view on anything. It's good to be home after such a long pilgrimage. A new sister joined the cathedral in my absence. I must familiarize myself with her name. Ah, so busy again. I did so much shopping that getting it all sorted out is going to take forever. My husband got to enjoy his churches, and I got to enjoy my shopping. It was win-win for us, both husband and wife. Excellent. That's how it should be. Although... So you two just happened to be going the same places along the same route as we were, because we ran into you, it seems, every single chapter. Okay, the Liberal News Service. Ah, right, that was here too. Soraya. Okay. Welcome to the Liberal News. Despite our name, we're totally nonpartisan. I swear. Wink. First floor is information, second floor is the newsroom, and third floor is printing. There's almost nobody in the newsroom these days, so I've kind of been put in charge of it by default. Okay. Maybe we won't see Neil or Dorothy. I got some random people. I know that crest. But did you happen to be the junior bracers Estella and Joshua? I don't know. Who's asking? I'm the Editor-in-Chief of the Liberal News. My name is Editor-in-Chief. I've heard about you two from both Neil and Dorothy. Oh, okay. That's us then. It's a pleasure to meet you. So, Estella finally deciding to embrace caution. We're avid readers. Hahaha, glad to hear it. Did you want to see Neil? Not especially? Oh, come on, Estelle, we want to see Neil. Good, because he's not here. Darn it. He won't be back for a while. Oh well. If I don't get that manuscript soon, my editor will kill me. Neil and Notisha are so much stricter than the chief. Notisha's a name. I guess that's the kind of name that a Japanese person would make up when they wanted something that sounded English, but... I don't know, you get those sometimes. Ah, here she is. Ah, the prelims are going to start here soon. Camera? Check. Press pass? Check. And double check. Checkbook? Yes. Well done, game. I appreciate that. Coffee House Barrel? This is a really relaxing place. I kill many an hour here just sipping a cuppa and reading. Sipping a cuppa, huh? Ooh, they've got baguettes and croissants. Fancy. Chef's curry. Yes, we will try it. Amazingly, through some sort of flavor osmosis, you've managed to piece out the recipe for chef's curry simply by tasting it. Is this just the default for the capital? House specialty is the curry. Try our hot curry cooked to perfection with our secret spices. It's curry, isn't it? Your spice. Apparently there is no spice. That's the secret. Okay. An appetizing, authentic curry with a spicy aroma. Just to heal. Onion, potato, carrot, rice, and steak. I guess steak and rice are relatively hard to get. Hello, and welcome to the Barrel Coffee House. Ah, that's her name. Okay, that makes sense. We have almost any kind of coffee you can imagine. Go right ahead and make yourself at home. Do you have alcohol, though? Coffee alcohol. A rich espresso. Ah, we don't know how to make that. And of course it cures sleep. A cup of coffee that will even wake a hibernating bear. Oh dear. That sounds terrible. We'll get one. Alright. It's locked. House for sale. Easy conversion to restaurant. Can we buy a house? I swear, ever since we moved here to the capital, all he's done is piss his life away. We just moved here. Ever since I was a child, it's been a dream of mine to live in the royal capital. The two of you do not have you're not telling the same story. How long do they plan to keep the port closed, anyway? Oh, port's closed, is it? That's a problem. I guess the military is still doing their inspection type stuff. We were here before, yeah. Alright, so that means... yeah, we've completely cleared out this area. Okay. Camera, about face. Port is closed right now as an anti-terrorist measure. Oh. I just saw some guys in handcuffs being led around by a group of soldiers. They came from the docks. Get rid of all those birds. Ah, you're not going to tell us more information? Okay. Seemed like the kind of thing that might have a second part to it. But that was not the case. Okay. Oh, we'll go to the Grand Cell Cathedral. Looks like the other one, only grander. Aidios watches over us, always. We must treasure every day of the life she has given us. I hope Sister May is doing well in Roland. Although I practice religious duties the same as anyone else in my position, I am also in charge of instructing the newly cloistered. And our ranks have been bolstered recently, but the new sister is currently out gathering grasses and herbs for us. I thought perhaps I could take the initiative and fund the mixing of a medicine for Her Majesty's ailment. But not a soul seems to know her symptoms, no one has been told, and no one is allowed audience. The head maid Hilda requested an audience, but was turned away by a man in black armor. Very suspicious. Yeah, this looks familiar. Oh, there we go. The door is locked. Alright, I thought this would be an option. Welcome to our local cathedral, where the Septian faith is kept alive. Alright. Are these stairs really necessary? Okay, that's not an entrance. It's just a little nook. Alright, that was this block. Oh, we didn't do this, did we? I must clean the house before the master's return. Ah, is this the royal residence? Yay, Grandpa's coming home. I hope he gets here right now. No? How about no? Still no? Aw. Yeah, that never works good. Well, actually, I suppose it does technically work if you do it long enough. Eventually it'll happen. Ah, hello there. Please forgive my appearance. You caught me in the midst of cooking beef stew for my granddaughter. Oh, okay. I don't know, your outfit looks nice. Little dartboard. Interesting patterns on that one. Alright, yeah, south block and north block. Oh, we'll go to the north block. Someone... Oh, wait. So, next package. Man, the city's freaking huge. I hate being a delivery boy here. It's good for you. Builds character. I work in the castle, but the Duke suddenly ordered me to take some time off. Forced vacation. It doesn't make much sense to me that the government takes off while the Queen is ill. Oh wait, the Duke is involved, is he? The Duke being a bad guy is too obvious. I think he's just going to be an obnoxious character. Even when he is home, all he ever talks about are his hobbies. What kind of a relationship is it when the two of us hardly ever see one another and only ever engage in small talk when we do? An ideal one? I don't know. I'd normally be at work in the castle, but the Duke suddenly thrust a mandatory vacation on me all of a sudden. Well, I don't have anything better to do, so I've just been fishing. Alright, well, we'll go there eventually. Even with the tournament underway, there are fewer tourists here than usual. Probably because the castle's under lockdown. I mean, people come for the tournament, but they stay for the castle. Oh. Right, East Block. Let's not do that just yet. We have... Hotel Rombon? We have a large number of guests who have come to see the tournament. Fritz, huh? Wasn't there a Fritz in one of the other hotels? Like the one in Roland, maybe? There are also other participants in the tournament who will be staying at this hotel. 100. Pricey. Good thing your guests don't lock their rooms. It's okay, we're kind of like police, and we totally have a search warrant. No problem. Except for the linen closet. Oh no, the office this time. Well, that was a twist. Oh, are there just two stairways? I guess there are. Okay. There's not going to be anyone in here yet. Oh, I was going to check something. No, okay. It's just random squiggles on the door. If that says something in either English or Japanese, I cannot read it. Well, that was exciting. And by exciting, I mean disappointing. Okay, here's a building we haven't been in yet. Just a house. It's always the same old story. I'm gonna make dinner today in place of my mom. She deserves a break. That's... every day? Every day you make dinner instead of your mom? Same old story? You must be talking about something else. The martial arts competition is underway at long last. An event of this scale should only be experienced as a family unit, no? I suppose. I mean, it could be a good thing to do together. My husband, well, he's crazy for big public events, I noticed. During the martial arts competition and the Queen's birthday celebration, he's pretty much inconsolable. I feel like I have the emphasis wrong on that. It's one of those words I've never actually said out loud before. I've only ever seen it in writing. Inconsolable? Inconsolable. Maybe. I don't know. English is weird. Alright, off to the East Block. History Museum. Ah yes, we had business here. Welcome to the Grand Cell Museum of History. Our newest exhibit, Liberal and the Modernist Wave, is now open to the public. It's gripping! Much obliged. Okay, I guess we don't get a tour from him. Well, if it isn't my favorite professor. I suspected I might see you here today. Alright. Tetracyclic Tower Outer Wall Segment. Age, Preceptian? This wall segment was cut and carried from a tetracyclic tower, a structure built shortly after the Great Collapse. Depicted upon it are a staff-wielding priest and a winged god-like being, typical of period frescoes. Scholars continue to examine the design for any connection with Eidos. That's what that is. Okay, if you say so. Stone pillar with relief. Age Preceptian. Found at the bottom of Lake Valeria, adorned with reliefs similar to those found on the walls of the tetracyclic towers. We can't see whatever's here. Floor tile. Oh, I guess we can see. Age Preceptian. A piece of tiled floor from inside a ruined building. Broken stones fit together to create beautiful and intricate patterns. Ancient Lantern. Age Preceptian. I guess their dating techniques aren't the best in this game. A device built to hold fire, most often found near towers and other ceremonial structures, may have religious significance. Or, practical significance, just don't want to be lost in the dark. Get your toes or your shins on something. Would be unpleasant. Preceptian Calendar, the ancient civilization of Zemuria. Around 1,200 years ago, the advanced civilization of Zemuria was at its peak, then suddenly and inexplicably, it disappeared. A great collapse occurred, destroying the Zemurian culture and plunging its people into a dark age of ruin. The items exhibited on the first floor are from the very beginning of this era. They aren't believed to be the products of the ancient civilization itself, but nonetheless, its influence is clearly visible upon them, giving them immense academic worth. Cool. Septian Calendar, from 1 to the year 500. The Dark Age of Ruin. Immediately following the Great Collapse, the world was plunged into confusion, signaling the beginning of what came to be referred to as the Dark Ages. This era was defined by almost endless conflict between various powers and numerous nations, large and small, and lasted for roughly 500 years. Alright, and I guess this is their weaponry exhibit. Knight's Equipment. Age, Septian Calendar 500. In an era defined by conflict, war became a way of life, and as a result, warriors came to wield great influence in society. This eventually led to them becoming a privileged social class of their own. The knights wielded armaments like these when they went out into the battlefield, returning with more spoils and land, and gradually increasing their influence and power all the more. We don't have a polearm wielder, do we? Well, I mean, I guess we have a staff, which is kind of like a polearm. The Stell. But we didn't have any... We didn't have a playable character with a spear at any point, or a halberd. Alright, let's go... Okay, there's just a bench there. The museum's job isn't just to show off old relics. We're also responsible for collecting, cataloging, and storing all of it. And we work with researchers like Professor Alba as well. Okay, this is just a random collection of unsorted stuff, I suppose. Oh, can't read that sign. Alright, this is the office. Oh, not a lot to do on this side. And that leaves up here. Oh, and a whole bunch... Oh, dear. This place is huge. Okay. Well, let's get to it. Septian, 1150 to 1200. The orbital post-revolutionary world. I'm going to read that again in a moment, but I just... Oh, I can't actually speed this up. Mistakes were made! Mistakes were made. I wanted to see... Oh, there's nothing on this side. Okay. I wanted to see... To do them in chronological order, but... Okay, so we've got airships becoming a thing, I guess. The history of the airship. We'll try it again. 1150 to 1200, the orbital post-revolutionary world. It's been only 50 years since Professor C. Epstein invented orbaments and changed orbaments, and world technology has advanced at lightning speed ever since. Perhaps the most notable representative of these advances is the modern orbital-powered airship. These orbital ships are already used extensively in liberal, but neighboring nations such as Erebonia have also begun to devote themselves to their manufacture as well, and smaller-sized airships are also used. Alright. World map, it looks like. Oh, okay. This is not quite as big as I thought then. Just a few more exhibits here. Okay, then I guess this was before that. 500 to 1100, the Septian era. The first appearance of the Septian Church occurred around the year 500 and marked the end of the Dark Ages. The church, centered around the goddess of the sky, Aidios, and espousing an ideology of human salvation, began to take an active role in society and rapidly permeated social consciousness. Eventually, the nobility and knight class could no longer ignore the church's power, and a new order was established with the church at the center. Age unknown for these ancient artifacts. Artifact. Noun. A relic of any shape or size, found in an ancient ruin and generally of unknown or uncertain purpose. The church believes these artifacts have some connection with the Septarians, gifts from Aidios, and the recovery is one of the duties that the church fulfills. Artifacts are said to have supernatural powers, but those on display here are all ones that have since lost said powers and are no longer functional. Alright. Oh, looks like we got some sort of skull staff. That's ominous. What's that? I don't know. A tile, and then... yeah, I don't know what that is. A stool, maybe? Church ritual items. Approximately year 900 from the Septian calendar. The church has long been a source of art, and this has been true since the dawn of the Septian era. It was around the year 900, however, that the current likeness of Aidios is thought to have been first created. Likewise, many of the ritual items used by the church today first assumed their present forms in this time period too. Alright, we got Aidios there. Some other things here that I don't recognize. Church Testaments, manuscript. Septian calendar 500. A handwritten copy of the scriptures used by the church at the end of the Dark Ages. The ability to print did not exist in the Middle Ages, leaving no choice but to copy by hand onto pieces of parchment. Medieval loom. Septian calendar 900. A man-powered machine used to spin thread. As the Septian era continued and people became accustomed to peace, cotton and other crops became more widely cultivated and sold. This is also the era in which handicrafts with the intent to obtain money came into practice. That's when capitalism really took off. Excellent. Okay, well that took a while. Alright, the landing port here. Airship arrivals and departures to Rulant, to Zeiss, to Calvard Republic. Dangerous combustible objects prohibited. Liberal Orbital Ship Co. We apologize and thank you for your patience. Due to Royal Army inspection procedures, our departure and arrival times alike have been severely delayed. Further information regarding the boarding process will be given upon the orbital ship's arrival in port. Yeah, that's still going on. Oh, okay, this is actually a pretty big place. As you'd expect. Orbital Ship Public Corporation. I finally made it to Grand Cell. Our arrival was delayed for Army inspections. Welcome to Liberal Orbital Ship. Thanks to all these Royal Army inspections, our flight schedules are in shambles. I've been taking a lot of complaints from customers, but I'm at a total loss as to where I can go to file some of my own. It's not even our fault, yet we're the ones who end up having to apologize for it. Well, that's the nature of customer service. Alright. The Arcee is specifically owned by the royal family. The Royal Army shouldn't have any authority to impound it. Has Her Majesty truly given them the authority to do such a thing? No, there's definitely something going on there. The Arcee has been impounded by the Royal Army. No civilians are allowed near it. Traffic control tower. Yeah. No entry for us. No, we really need to investigate the castle. Probably they're just going to kick us out and then time is going to pass and something else is going to come up. If I had to guess. This new maintenance chief, well, let me put it to you this way. Ever managed a maintenance team before? No? You'd still be better at the job. I wish you'd been given a real man, someone we could actually depend on and trust. Ever since I became head of maintenance, everything's just going to hell around me. First it was sky bandits, now there are terrorists. These are some dark times. Well, I think we're done here. Everyone in the city always looks forward to the annual martial arts competition. Which way am I going? What am I even doing? Just ahead is the Erebonian Embassy. The general public is prohibited from passing beyond this point. Official business only, I'm afraid. It won't open. Oh, okay, we can't get in that way either. It's locked. It's a suspicious pathway there. Looks like they changed around a lot of the rules this year for some reason. I can't believe the Royal Guardsmen aren't fighting. I wanted to see Lieutenant Schwartz do her thing. Why did I even bother buying an advance ticket? So, let's see, who should I cheer for this year? Maybe I'll just cheer for blood. Doesn't matter whose. Oh dear. You sound like a lovely lady. The Border Garrison team is totally going to win this again this year. Currently at the arena, we're holding the preliminary matches of the martial arts competition. May I see your tickets? Ticket sales are to the right. Alright. I was wrong about where this place was. Welcome to the Grand Arena. There's still some time before the match begins. Please feel free to wait in line with the other spectators if you wish. Okay, so we're not actually allowed to buy tickets. At least not yet. Let's check this map to make sure I haven't missed anything. It does not look like I have. Let's investigate that structure off to the left and also the various shops in the center. I say, oh, it doesn't look like I've missed anything, except for, you know, all the things that I've missed. This is the embassy for the Calvert Republic. Sorry, but only those who are here on official business may enter. I won't open, of course not. Alright. Up here is the second orbally powered clock, made in year 1163 of the Septian calendar by Zacian manufacturers. Today Mom said she's going to play with me all day. Since I was locked up during the Sky Bandit incident, the company gave me a long paid vacation as compensation. I'm grateful to be able to spend this time with my son. Come and get it. Your name is Sorbet, really? Who wants some cold and creamy homemade ice cream? Okay, Sorbet. Let's see what you got. Well, we've seen these before, right? Apple, orange, and coffee. We bought one of those. Yeah, we have those even though we don't know how to make them. And then special. Oh, it restores 25 CP. A nice sweet with a mysterious glow. Special indeed. Well, a CP boosting healing item. That's a decent heal too. You know what? I'm gonna buy a bunch of them. Alright, so, wait. Just about did it again. The Edel department store, cannot rotate. Okay. It's just one of these. I flew in from Bosse to sell some of my merchandise. You're not going to tell me what it is? Oh, they have stuff from revenue. Score! Why is it you can only ever find the things you want when you have no money? Welcome! Would you like to try a free sample of our tea? I can even teach you how to prepare your own cup. Please do. I want it. The girl over there giving out free tea samples? That's my twin sister, Kitty. She's the most popular waitress here right now. She stole the tea selling position from me and said it was okay because she's older and wiser. She actually said wiser. I'll show her. I'll be the best tea seller ever. Can we buy tea from you? Oh, we can buy all sorts of things from you. Just all the ingredients, it looks like. Is there anything that we are short on? I mean, I don't really do all that much cooking, honestly. Probably should. And this is probably way cheaper than buying the special ice cream if I actually just figured out what I needed for it by eating one. But I didn't. My daughter and I came from a small village in Rouen called Manoria to see the capital. How about a trip with my mummy? I think we were there, weren't we? Welcome to the Edel department store, where your money goes far and really wants to play. Okay. Sundry's corner. Ah, I see. Well, liberal news that we don't have. We missed so many of these. Okay, we read 1. We missed 3, 5, and 7. Okay. Conspiracy in the Royal City? Shock over Royal Guard arrests. According to a statement issued by the Intelligence Division late last night, the Royal Guard conspired to revolt within the Royal City. This shocker occurred when a group was confronted by the Intelligence Division's Special Operations Unit, Julia Schwartz. Okay, that's just not part of that. Which identified the unfolding plot. Following the incident, the Army Strategic Operations Headquarters called for an immediate stand-down of the Royal Guard. It also appears that the incident at the Central Factory was the work of this seditionist movement led by the former Royal Guard members. Evidence gathered from the attack seems to have been a deciding factor in IDing the culprits. Ex-First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, pictured above, is currently on the run with a number of her fellow officers. A warrant has been issued for their arrest. Right, we saw a little bit of that when Chloe was arrested at the beginning, like the chapter prologue, I guess, the transition between the chapters. The Intelligence Division has set up headquarters in the Herbe Royal Villa and is preparing for an attack by the insurgent unit. In the meantime, entry into the area surrounding the villa is strictly prohibited. A sedition plot, an attack on the Ventral Factory, Her Majesty's most trusted unit, has suddenly, like a bolt out of the blue, been accused of some truly heinous crimes. These shocking events have sent citizens of the Royal City reeling in a state of bafflement, yet there has still been no word from the Intelligence Division about the evidence or motive behind these incidents. In the interest of public sentiment, should not swift steps be taken to demonstrate clearly the grounds for these claims? Postponement of festivities. A royal official disclosed today that Her Majesty, Queen Alicia, appears to have fallen ill and is presently recuperating at the royal keep. It is also noted that Princess Claudia would be attending to the needs of her grandmother, Her Royal Highness. For the time being, the Honorable Duke Dunan von Oslies will be assuming all official duties in her stead. It is conceivable that there may be a postponement of the annual festivities in Her Majesty's recovery, if Her Majesty's recovery is unfavorable. In the Royal City, already taken aback at the arrest of the unit within the Royal Army, this is another piece of depressing news for all the peace-loving citizens. Our prayers go out to Her Majesty for a speedy recovery. Okay, martial arts competition begins. This year's martial arts competition is hosted by the Honorable Duke Dunan von Oslies, in place of Her Majesty, and despite the uncertainty arising from recent events, the preliminary rounds will begin as scheduled. Owing to the Duke's strong inclination to have teams of 4 battle it out, this year's match format was changed. Okay, so we're going to get 2 more party members before we join the tournament. I'm still convinced that we're going to join the tournament at some point. The sudden modifications sent competitors scrambling in an effort to assemble teams. Oh, and that's also why the Bracers were in a group of 4 when they set out. Okay, that makes sense. It appears, however, that one competitor, a citizen of the Republic, has elected to go it alone for the time being. This solitary challenger, will he be able to make it through the preliminaries? Is that Olivier? That's Olivier, isn't it? And we're going to have to team up with him. And who's the 4th going to be? Chloe would be nice if we could get her back. I want to know what happened to her, because I think she got arrested. Maybe Scherzard? Maybe it'll just be 3 of us and we'll flout tradition. Well, it's not really tradition if it's just the whim of the Duke for this one event, but we'll float the wishes of the Duke. It wouldn't be the first time. Hello. Looking for a little memento of your visit? Maybe? What you got? Ah, this kind of accessory. Okay. I do not have one of these. Prevents sleep. Diverts the effects of antisept. Okay. Prevents faint. Prevents death blows. Oh, I've already got one of those. Prevents petrify. Oh, proxy puppet, we can buy those. Right, that was that weird thing. It would make for a really nice gift, don't you think? Alright, well, I guess that's this place. At least if I had a girlfriend, I might go to the tournament. There's this beautiful girl who comes by here all the time. She's totally my type. Man, I ain't interested in the tournament. Not at all. All that stuff just happens, man. It happens and it ends, and the world keeps on turning. Yeah. Let's just run around here and see if you can see that girl that ran off. Is she just doing loops? She might be. There's this ice cream shop here in the East Block that is simply to die for. Alright, well... I think we're good. We've explored the city, seen what it has to offer. Time to actually do the thing that we're supposed to be doing. It's quite the structure. Wow, so that's Grancel Castle. It's gorgeous. I guess it really is fit for a queen. It's not just pretty, it's also really solidly built. For instance, look at the main gate. Yeah, I don't think getting through there would be an easy task, which means I guess we'll have to talk to those soldiers there. Well, still your nerves and let's give it a shot. I predict failure. Okay, we're just country folk here on vacation and checking out the castle, and we just thought we'd try to catch a glimpse of Her Majesty since we're here. Does that sound okay to you? You know, you're disturbingly good at coming up with that kind of stuff. Not that it doesn't come in handy, but still. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, now smile and act natural. Hello there? Good afternoon. Welcome to Grancel Castle. Please state your business. Oh, we're just getting here from Roland. We're taking in the sights, you might say. We're wondering if there was any chance we might get a tour of the castle. Ah, I get it. I'm sorry, but access to the castle is restricted to authorized personnel only. Security's been tighter, what with the terrorism scares. Once the terrorists are caught, tours will probably open up again. Really? Dang. There goes my dream of seeing the Queen in real life. Well, not necessarily. She always addresses the people from her terrace during the birthday celebration. You could see her then. Fair warning, though, Her Majesty hasn't been in the best of health these days. I don't know if she'll be able to manage her traditional greeting. Huh? Her Majesty is ill? Yes, I hear it's because of stress. Or maybe from the shock of learning the Royal Guardsmen were involved in a terrorist plot. She hasn't been seen much lately. I believe she's resting in her private quarters. Oh. Damn the Guardsmen, how could they just turn traitor like that? Never did like those damned elitist jerks anyway. But Lieutenant Schwartz was always so kind and considerate to everyone. She even taught us court etiquette and how to wield a sword. It's just hard for me to picture someone like that as a terrorist. Of course it's hard. Probably left because she felt responsible for her men's actions. Poor Lieutenant Schwartz. You don't suppose... These two had a little crush on the lieutenant, do you? Yeah, it seems so. Ahem. Anyway, yes, the castle is off limits. Sorry, but you can't go inside. Well, I guess that's that. I'm just a tad bit worried. If Her Majesty is taken sick, who's seeing to her daily affairs with running the country? Yes, it's certainly a natural enough concern. We already know that because we read it in the newspaper, but I guess the game didn't account for that. For now, there's someone acting as her proxy, on paper. How's that work? Haha, literally, on paper. I can't picture someone like him ever actually making any real governmental decisions. Hey, watch what you say. Though I'll admit, I would have thought that the duty would fall to the princess. And you tell me to watch what I say? What's that? Oops, speak of the devil. I've never been so insulted. The tournament should have already begun. And I'm not there. Wait, you don't even know if it's begun yet or not? Philip, why didn't you wake me sooner? This is all your fault. I am terribly sorry, Your Grace, but I was merely trying to look after your mental well-being. For the last few days, you have been in the banquet hall, drinking and singing, consuming excessively beer and donuts while reading your morning comics. I feel that it should come as no surprise that you overslept. Silence, Philip. I'm not in the mood to listen to your chastisements. As the future king, I can do what I want, whenever I want. Time is short. Come on, we must hurry to the Grand Arena. Fortunately, he's not even going to see us, because that's just the kind of guy he is. By any chance, was that... We know. Don't even say it. That was His Grace, the Duke, acting proxy for Her Majesty. Wow. Suddenly I fear for the entire country. Well, don't worry too much. He has a very reliable assistant, and it's thanks to him that we haven't had any major incidents lately. Do tell. Aha, Colonel Richard of the Royal Army Intelligence Division. Since the Duke is more of the playboy sorts, the Colonel handles all the government affairs. I knew it. You're pushing harder into the core of the kingdom than I'd expected. So try not to let this whole thing get you down. Grand Stell's got plenty of other famous places you can check out. Yeah, you're in the Royal City after all, just go at your own pace. You're right, we will. Thank you both for your kindness. Oh, those are some very helpful and very pleasant guards. They seem to be the ceremonial sort, I would imagine. Like they're there to do public relations rather than to actually defend the castle. Well, that was informative. I can't believe that the Duke is supposed to be acting on behalf of the Queen, though. The real power is probably in the hands of Colonel Richard. What's more, no one around him has any clue that he's the one pulling all the strings. Being able to control the flow of information must be an extremely useful tool. Not supposed to envy the enemy. And anyway, it looks like the Duke is going to that fighting tournament. Can we go too? Yeah, if nothing else, we need to keep an eye on what he's up to. That settles it then. Which way was it to the Grand Arena? I believe it's in the East Block. You would be correct. So back to the main road, then east. You would be correct, unlike me. We thought it was in the West Block earlier. Oh, there's no camera rotation here. Okay, well, oh yeah. We already talked to you. Let's go. This is Grand Stell's main avenue. I walk this road every day. Right, we want to go in here. See if anything has happened. No requests. Grand Stell Castle is directly north of the main road. Good luck in your pursuit. Oh, okay. Doesn't look like you have anything new to report right now. Finish any posted tasks, please be sure to come back and let us know. Yeah, I guess... Okay, I thought I was going to report there and say, well, we went to the castle, but I guess he doesn't care. Welcome to the Grand Arena. Would you like a ticket? Yes, 2 please. Preliminaries are in progress right now, but the main event will last for 3 days, starting tomorrow. For which day would you like your ticket? Actually, we're hoping to catch the preliminary matches if we could. Oh, alright then. We're already more than halfway finished, though. Will that be a problem? Nope, no problem at all. Okay, bad value, but hey, not my money. That'll be 1,000 mira. Wow, that's a lot. I'd heard there was some kind of discount for the birthday celebration. I'm sorry, sir. This year there have been some complications that have made it impossible for us to offer discounts. Oh, okay, that's pretty sucky, but what can you do? Let's see, 900, 950... I mean... we have more money than we know what to do with, really, so let's squander it. I could have bought gear, I suppose, but, you know. Tournament seats. Thank you very much. Here are your tickets. The entrance to the arena is directly to your left. Show your tickets at the gate. Currently at the arena, we're holding the preliminary matches of the martial arts competition. May I see your tickets? We're not going to be difficult here. We'll just do sensible things. Handed over Grand Arena tickets. Thanks. Everything's to be in order. You may enter at your discretion. Or at the game's discretion, as the case may be. Oh wow, this room is gorgeous! This is the entrance hall. Audience seats are on the 2nd floor, apparently. Let's take a look. Welcome to the Grand Arena. Spectators may use the stairwell through either door to reach audience seating. If you want to watch the preliminaries, you'd best hurry up. I believe you might just be in time to catch the 7th match. Alright. Let's see, we can go either way here. Let's go this way. Stairs up. No camera rotation. Reserved for guests of honor, no unauthorized personnel. I think this is the waiting room for one of the teams. I don't think they'd appreciate us barging in on them. Alright. And we're probably going to get the same message if we go over here, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay. Way to show me up, game. Maybe Joshua only says it the first time. Oh wow, look at all these people. Yeah, there's some serious enthusiasm in the air. Judging by the number of spectators, this must be a major event. I wonder how far the prelim rounds go. Thank you for your patience. The 7th round is now starting. Oh, looks like they're starting up. Well, let's go find ourselves a place to sit down. So who do we actually know about who's in this? We've got the Bracers. We've also got Olivier by himself, presumably. It'd be kind of funny if they were paired against each other, I guess. I'm just assuming it's Olivier. South side, blue team. Border Patrol's 2nd Regiment team. Captain is 2nd Lieutenant Sammy. Alright. Just taking guns into a tournament. Oh, I thought the matches were one-on-one. I guess this one's a team outing. Could have sworn it was individual bouts only, though. North side, red team. Bracer Guild, Grand Cell Branch team. Captain is Kurt. Hey, it's Karna's team. Wow, you got here just in time to see them fight. Okay, they got louder cheers, I think. This begins the 7th preliminary match. Both teams, go to your starting places. Take your positions. Begin! Okay, we just get to watch a fight play out, I guess. Oh, they hit pretty hard. I guess these people...
By my arts, become hard as steel!
I guess they're much higher level than us, probably. Or they all have boss HP. But yeah, looks like the Bracers are probably going to win this. Just given how much more health they have.
By my arts, be calming as ocean waves!
Okay. Ah, heal, okay. And there's a spear.
Here I go! You're done!
Oh. Well, this was pretty one-sided. KO, winner is Kurt's team. Woohoo! Go, Karna! That was a good match. The soldiers move well, but the Bracers are better at working as a team. Yeah, you could use their moves for teaching lessons. Wow, I don't know what it is, but watching martial artists at work really gets me hyped up. I wish we had put off going to the castle. I'd have liked to see this from the beginning. Well, yeah, I know how you feel, but part of being an adult is putting one's own feelings aside in favor of doing what needs to be done. Well, only if you have poor time management. Well, I like not being an adult yet. Next up, we have the 8th preliminary match. First, with the remaining competitors, step forward. South side, blue team. Team Raven. Captain is Belden. Team Raven. Oh, right, the punks from the city. What are those guys doing here? Oh yeah, it's that group from the warehouse district in Rouen. I see, the competition's open to the general public. They stick out like sore thumbs. They really don't deserve to be counted among professional soldiers and martial artists. North side, red team. From the neighboring Calvert Republic, approaching alone, is Zin. Oh. Zin? Another familiar face, eh? Small world. Fighting alone is going to be a real handicap for him. Okay, I was completely wrong about Olivier. No kidding. He may be fighting a bunch of punks, but if they surround him, he's in real trouble. Zin will be competing in this prelim bout solo with no team to stand at his side. He fights at a considerable disadvantage, but his prodigious skill will make this match a sight to behold. We ask all in attendance to understand the arrangement. This begins the 8th preliminary match. Both teams, go to your starting places. Yeah, Zin's a guy a party member that we had very, very briefly. I kind of assumed, actually, that was going to be something where we were just not going to see him again. It was going to be like set up for the sequel to the game, where he'd become a party member again there, while we're doing something else. But this is cool. Begin! Yeah. I have a feeling this is scripted. Because I don't remember him having a move that let him do that. And I don't think he's that much faster than them. KO. Winner is Zin. Yahoo! Goes in! That'll show him what bracers are made of. Looks like I was worrying over nothing. His build, speed, and technique make him a real force to be reckoned with. For everyone else, though, I'd say 4-on-1 is insane. I mean, not with the stats that the Ravens had, honestly. I think Estelle and Joshua individually could have taken the 4 of them, too. Yeah, seriously. The current match will mark the end of the preliminaries. 8 teams will be competing in the no-holds-barred matches. The competition opens tomorrow, and over 3 days the ultimate champions will be decided. Now we will hear some words from the tournament sponsor, Duke Dunan. Ahem. My dear ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your efforts in today's fine matches. I regret that government affairs forced me to miss the first half of them. But I was here for the second half, and what I saw was an exciting and enjoyable display of technique and talent. The distressing news of recent terrorist activities has had an unfortunate impact on Her Majesty's health. But I ask that you take heart. She has entrusted her governmental duties to me, Dunan von Oslies, and I will do all that I can to live up to your expectations. Let us all remember the spirit and enthusiasm we feel during this competition and recall it in the days ahead. I hope you all enjoy tomorrow's no-holds-barred Battle Royale. Battle Royale? I'm not used to hearing the Duke speak so decently to people. I probably just memorized something written by the Intelligence Division staff. Ahaha, yes. The winner of the competition will not only receive a prize in Mira, but will also get a special gift from me. Your Grace, are you certain that this is wise? You be silent. This is a fine opportunity to show my generosity. The gift is to be a written invitation to a royal court dinner party at Gransell Castle to be held in 3 days. Sadly, Her Majesty's presence will be missed, but it will be attended by celebrated persons of great renown. Arrangements have been made for only the finest royal and noble cuisine to be served. I trust that this will serve as incentive for those competing to excel in advance. Oh, there's a twist. Hey, Joshua, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, it would be ideal if Karna got that invitation. If they win the championship, they'll be allowed into the castle. It'll all be above board. I could give her the chance to get that message to Her Majesty. Or were you thinking something else? No, that's it, but I hate the idea of leaving someone else to deliver the professor's message. Are we going to try to join up with Zin? Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I'd have no objections. Shall we try to catch them in their waiting room before they leave the arena? Sure. Let's see, Karna's team came out from the North Gate, right? Right, if they're still there, that's probably where we'll find them. Although there was another match. Okay, well, North Gate would be here. But yeah, they should be gone already and it'll be Zin, right? Oh no. Arna, hi everyone. Congrats on making it through the preliminaries. Hey, it's the new kids. Oh, hey guys. Yo, you were here to watch the fights? Yes, and we had a chance to see yours. That was a great match. Thanks, I'm glad to hear you say that. I don't get the sudden change to make it a team competition, though. Yeah, me neither. It's weird. But it's been okay so far. All of our members are in one piece. Master Zin must be worried, though. Oh, you know Zin too? I don't know if I'd say that, but I know the name. He's a famous bracer in the Republic. People call him Zin the Immovable. He apparently came to Liberals specifically to be in this tournament. Then the promoters threw a wrench in the works and changed it from single to team competition. And I'm betting the Disgrace is the one behind that idea. Either way, Master Zin still had no choice but to register as a one-man team. Ah, okay. The Duke is a pain in the ass no matter where he goes. Haha, no argument there. Still, this is going to make it hard for him to really show what he can do. No kidding. It's too bad no one's around to fight beside him. Say... Well... Maybe... what just happened? You all got this creepy, serious look. No, it's pretty obvious what's going down here. No, we were just thinking. What would you say to teaming up with Zin in the later no-holds-barred fights? Well, Wait, what? Teaming up with him? Is that even allowed? It's not his fault that the rules of the competition were changed at the last minute. If one of the core rules can be changed, then I think we've got some wiggle room. There really are no other bracers available that we could ask. Charizard's busy, and we haven't been able to contact Agate. Similar story from everyone else, really. I don't think Cassius is even in the country. If those two joined up, they'd probably be accused of cheating on general principle. Our chances of beating that team would be something like 10,000 to 1. Anyway, we should focus on what's ahead rather than what ifs. Mine's in before the day's out, and if he agrees to let you join him, you should still have plenty of time to register. Okay. Oops, listen to us go on. I hope you'll give this some serious thought, but for now, we have to go. So that means that we're probably going to have to fight this team. Hopefully with very different stats than what they just showed. Either that, or both they and their opponents were not wearing any armor at all for that bout, and that's why the damage numbers were so high. Maybe. Probably it's just inconsistent balance, though, if I had to guess. Bye-bye, newbies! Here's hoping we see you in the ring. What do you think, Estelle? That sure went from talking shop to something else entirely. Are you okay? Yeah! That's it! Now that's what I'm talking about! Oh, almighty Idios, thank you so much for your bountiful favor. You're cracked. Think about it. We can be in the martial arts competition, and we can help Zin in the process. Not to mention, check out that awesome castle, and be a part of the big final ultimate super duper intense battle royale. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. You really want to do this that badly? We haven't even entered yet, much less made it into the final match. It would be nice to be able to handle the professor's request by ourselves, though, assuming we even made it through, that is. Yeah, and think of how awesome it would be to win. Plus, we can't just leave Zin twisting in the wind. Let's go find him and ask to join his team. Would you happen to have any idea of where he actually is? Don't confuse the issue with the facts. You settle down for 2 seconds, please. Let's go back to the guild and report in to Elnan. He's also the one who's most likely to know where Zin is. True. Oh, teleport right there. I see. Yes, Zin requested the bracers send him some helping hands. I hadn't said anything to you guys since you're working on that request from the professor, but thanks to the whim of his grace, we can handle both tasks at once. Nice to see his selfishness work in our favor for once. What do you think about participating in the martial arts competition? Well, I think there is merit in allowing a skill which is practiced to be used without restraint, and with 2 bracer teams participating, our chances of gaining access to the castle are doubled. You needn't even get the others involved until and unless you lose. Personally, I think it's a splendid idea. Woohoo, that's my kind of encouragement. So, any clue where I might be able to find Zin? More often than not, he's in the bar down the street. Failing that, he stays at the Calvard Republic's embassy. Gotcha, makes sense since that's where he's from. The embassy is in the same block as the arena. We can stick our heads in the door at the bar along the way. Okay. Oh, by the way, where are you two planning to stay while you're here? Well, we could stay in a hotel. If I'm not mistaken, the northern block holds the largest hotel in the entire kingdom. Yes, the Hotel Renbaum. If I may, allow us to cover the cost of your room. The Grand Cell branch can afford it. Whoa, really? That's too much, honestly. We couldn't possibly... I considered a necessary expense in the course of completing the professor's request. I wish I could provide more. Nah, just a room's good by me. Very well then, we accept your offer. I'll book your room then. Just give your name at the front desk this evening and someone will help you. Okay, well that was a fairly long forced segment where I didn't really have any option to do anything. Except spam the buttons to skip dialogue, I suppose, but I didn't want to do that. Alright, so yes, it does in fact look like we're going to be entering the tournament, but only as 3. I'm still holding out for Olivier to make the 4th member. Is he from the Calvard Republic? No, he's from the Erebonian Empire. Yeah, it's not going to be a thing then. But anyway, we will hunt down Zin and request to join his team in the next part. I will see you then.